Hey everybody, this is Kevin over at Bible Wellness. Just a quick question. What do you think about the whole Duck Dynasty debacle? I was just sitting here thinking about it, just looking at it, and just kind of shooting it through the my biblical filters, my biblical sociological lens, and to me, it just seems like um, an attack or a beta test or a test as to the tolerance level of the American people as to what they would be willing to put up with as far as the cultural war that we're in. I see it that we're in a cultural war today, and that the enemy of our souls, the adversary, is putting out an uh, all all stops the whole nine, a spherical attack, coming in like a flood against the culture and society and foundational principles on which our society was founded and on which it stood for a long time. And I see that over the course of time that this foundation, which was founded in Judeo-Christian principles, is being chipped away with on a daily basis, and that the enemy is good at setting up idols, false idols, in which people attach or latch themselves onto, and then he moves that idol or he tears down that idol as fitting to his agenda. And Hollywood, and we know that nothing goes through Hollywood unfiltered, un what's the word, unverified or it doesn't without approval. Nothing goes through or nothing comes out of Hollywood without approval of some sort. So everything is controlled, tightly orchestrated. So I was just curious as to your thoughts as to whether you think, or what are your thoughts concerning Duck Dynasty, and that maybe it could be a sort of a bellwether test as to what the American people are willing to take as far as the continuing chipping away of the Judeo-Christian foundation on which this country will stand. I guess you could lump Christmas in there too, given that Christmas uh, has a Christian face on it, and it is dear to mainstream Christianity. It was set up that way, and now it's being torn down, or being the attempt is to tear it down, just to kind of see what the response of the American people would be, whether they would take this line down or whether they would put up some kind of fight to hold the powers that be in check. We are in a continuing cultural war. The enemy seeks to destroy, devour anything that's God created. He's seeking to tear it down, pervert, and ultimately just stomp on it and poke and try to poke get at God's nerves, pretty much. So I was just wondering as to whether what are your thoughts about Duck Dynasty and the whole your idea about what was said, and uh, whether this is just another attack, another chipping away at the Judeo-Christian values on which this country stood for a long time, or attempted to stand on for a long time. So this is Kevin over at BibleWellness.com. Just interested in seeing your thoughts about what the enemy is doing and how subtle, how sly he is. One thing that the pattern that can be noticed with regard to false idols is that Miley Cyrus is another latest example of building a good an idol up on Hannah Montana, which was wholesome and good. People latched themselves onto that. Now he moves that chess piece on the board as he sees fit, taking millions of followers, fans, with that one idol piece. And we see the transformation of Hannah Montana into the tongue sticking out, pedo bear coming out, twerking Miley Cyrus, taking along all those teenagers, all those uh, young adults and little kids, um, holding them captive, taking them with that idol piece wherever the enemy sees fit to place that idol piece on the board. Justin Bieber, Lindsay Lohan, uh, the list is endless with Hollywood. And that Hollywood is a place of false idols in which Hollywood, the sorcerer's wand was made out of Hollywood. So, and Hollywood is nothing more but a diversion, just nothing more than a weaponized propaganda piece to infiltrate and do battle against the minds of the masses. So I was just curious about that. Just see what your thought was. Just leave a comment or criticism, whatever you like. This is Kevin over BibleWellnessShop.com. Just sitting here thinking about some things before I head off to take care of some business. So look forward to talking to you guys later on.